Hello my lovelies and welcome back on my channel, or welcome to the journey if this is your first time joining. My name is Willow and I react to music I don't know yet. Although I keep saying I'm starting to be quite well acquainted with this band now, because you guys have been just going at it with the requests and I am so thankful, honestly. I love them. And I am once again so excited to be doing another The Warning song. This coffee request, is from Andreas. Actually, let me double check because I had two back to back that were very similar names. Yes, Andreas. I hope I'm saying that right. It shouldn't be that hard, but you know me. I just say things weird sometimes because that's how it is. They actually had two options, two choices. They said either or. So I chose When I Am Alone. So that's what we're going to be doing today, because I know a lot of people have been requesting or suggesting the other one. So, but allegedly, I might as well say what it is. I was like, I'm going to keep it suspenseful, but fuck it. It's the Black Holes and Breathe together live. But apparently that one's emotional. And I don't really feel like crying. I do not have my waterproof makeup today, so although I do think it is also a sad one, When I'm Alone, from what I understand. I might be wrong. It does sound sad. I mean, nobody likes to be alone. Actually, no, that's a lie. I quite like to be alone. Most of the time. Doesn't mean I'm not sad while I'm alone. So you get it. So obviously we're going to be doing I believe the lyric video I've got, and the Pepsi live. Oh, I forgot to put up the translation. They told me to put the translation, so I'm gonna go get that now. Okay. Well, I found the lyrics. It seems to all be in English. So, okay. So I'll have that on this side. Unless it's the other ones. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what's up. Right. Are we ready? I'm not ready. Are we ready? Let's go. What's this? Is it a... Oh my god. I'm watching a film. Is it a VHS? Yes.
Full of color on the outside, but I only see in black and white. I'm desperate for some light in the corners of my mind, having hope but not enough, reaching out to find no one. Am I the only soul to have lost all control? It gets hard to breathe, stuck in between our words, has become my fake reality, and there's no escape from the voice in my head. It's driving me crazy. Nobody understands.
That's one of those. Okay.
My sanity's not going to last, and I'll smile on through the night. Everyone will think I'm alright, but nobody knows when I'm dragging along, when I'm alone. When I'm alone.
It's giving a bit like Avril Lavigne, some Paramore maybe, a little bit. I like it. I like it.
About to tear off this page, but it's something
More Paramore
I can't
maybe.
erase. I wish I could rewrite the story of my life. What I hide every day behind the master's pain. They say I'm not alone, but do they even know? It gets hard to breathe, stuck in between our word, has become my fake reality, and there's no escape from the voice in my head. It's driving me crazy. Nobody understands.
Smash that telly. Sorry, didn't mean to yawn. Not about the song. Okay, so that's quite interesting. I feel like, was this one of their earlier ones maybe? I feel like from what I think people have said in the comments, the songs I've reacted to mostly so far were, like, there were quite a few on the Error album, which I think is their more recent one. I feel like this one might be a little older. Am I right? When I said it's giving like Avril Lavigne, it's giving Paramore, like older, like it really had a nostalgic vibe to it, like a bit more like pop punk of like those days in the early 2000s, you know what I mean? I think with her voice it was a bit more Hayley Williams, but like in the structure of the song was a bit more Avril Lavigne. That's what like that's what I had in mind, and I really liked it. I mean, I do love those artists very much. I feel like that was just slightly different for The Warning, and like not what I was expecting, not in a bad way, just not what I was expecting. Also at the beginning I said like, oh, that's one of those. It wasn't a bad thing either. I just realized throughout the song I was like, oh, they're gonna wonder what I mean. I just meant like it's one of those with like really dark lyrics but it sounds happy. I was like, oh, it's one of those where like you bob your head along to it. It's just like, I wanna kill myself. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why I said, oh, it's one of those, alright, happy but not really happy. Which I quite like when people do that. Also, I absolutely did not need the translation, so I assumed that was for the other suggestion. Oopsies. But although, I would say, probably not my favourite from The Warning. Don't come for me. I do like it. I'm gonna listen to it. And you know what, maybe it's actually going to grow on me, but I feel like compared to the other songs I've reacted to, it was a bit more pop, bit more, which nothing wrong with it, just a bit different, really. And maybe what I don't tend to listen to that sort of music a whole lot anymore. I think that's maybe why. But then again, I hear it in my head right now. It is like stuck in my head. I've just listened to it, but it doesn't always happen, you know? And the other previous songs that I listened to as well from The Warning, they have stayed in my head for like quite some time as well. So clearly they're doing something right. Even with this song. But it's still, yeah, I'd say maybe my least favourite so far. Doesn't mean I don't like it. But then again, we'll listen to the live version now and I'll see if I've changed my mind in the laps, in this 3 minutes. Also, I didn't yawn because I thought the song was boring. My brain just needed air, and it still does apparently. Live from Pepsi Center. I hear it's the best one, so that's the one I chose, and that's also the first one that popped up.
Roll of color on the outside, but I only see in black and white. I'm desperate for some light in the corners of my mind, having hope but not enough, reaching out to find no one. Am I the only soul to have lost all control? It gets hard to breathe, stuck in between on what has become my fake reality. There's no escape from the voice in my head. It's driving me crazy. Nobody understands. My sanity's not going to last, and I'll spiral through the night,
See, I do already like it better. What's that?
I'm about to tear off this page,
It's a
but
cool
something
guitar.
I can erase. I wish I could rewrite the story of my life while I hide every day behind the mask. There's pain. They say I'm not alone, but do they even know? It gets hard to breathe, stuck in between on what has become my fake reality, and there's no from the voice in my head. It's driving me crazy. Nobody understands. My sanity's not going to last, and I'll slide on through the night. Everyone will think I'm alright, but nobody knows what I'm dragging along when I'm
I think they meant translation for that. Fuck. Well, I can't really do it because I downloaded the video, but it's okay. We'll read after. We'll check after. She went in black and white.
Nobody understands. Ciudad de México, canten conmigo. Nobody understands. Un poquito más fuerte, Ciudad de México. Yo sé que pueden. Nobody understands. Una última vez. Nobody understands. My sanity's not going to last, and I'll slide on through the night. Everyone will think I'm alright, but nobody knows what I'm dragging along when I'm alone. And every day I'll try to keep my feelings hidden inside, but nobody knows about the hole in my soul when I'm alone. Muchas gracias.
See, that was really nice. Okay, so I'm going to go back on YouTube with the translation, hopefully. Subtitles on, hopefully they're in English. I did get the gist of it, I think. I don't really speak Spanish, but I heard a few words. Have a vague idea of, you know, that it's a sentimental moment. But I just love to see, like, in her eyes also, like, realizing with, like, that sea of people in front of her. Like, I love to see artists, like, when they have a moment like this. It's always with a sad song, obviously, and it's, you know, realizing their accomplishment kind of, and realizing just how much love they're getting back, especially on a song like this. It's just like, it is quite emotional and very beautiful, very beautiful. Oh, I also appreciate the fact that like the studio song was very good with the drums and the rest of the band as well and everything, but like I think it does add something to it for it to just be her and the guitar, like a bit more acoustic sort of vibe, or like unplugged almost, but she's still plugged in. But anyway, she definitely sings with more emotion there as well. Like it makes it less of a happy I'm gonna bob my head along. I think that was a great idea to do that. I'm gonna go back and listen. Hopefully I download the videos. The reason why is because it kept on lagging, so it's not ideal, especially for the editing after that, so I just download them straight up. But yeah, I can't have the subtitles when I do that, so let's see what she's saying. It might lag, clearly. That's the reason I like gigs. I was gonna say GIF. I do like GIFs, but it's not the same. Nice. No, that was really nice. Okay, I'm glad I went back because yeah, she's right. She's right. I love gigs. I was gonna say gifs again. It's just because the word beautiful was written and I read it, and obviously there's an F in there, and my brain was like, actually, let me just say that instead. now my mouth's like, yeah, actually, that's the word. That's the word you're looking for. No, it's not. Gigs. Thank you. Yeah, because like when you go to gigs, you're just like, it's almost like whatever problems you've got, you forget them. You're in the present moment. It's like no one's ever been more in the present moment than at a gig, submerged by emotion, submerged by like all sorts of emotions, excitement, fear sometimes, tears aren't the emotion, sadness I meant, anger sometimes as well, like all sorts of emotions, and you bond with like total strangers that are just there, but you're like, I know you like the same thing as me, and I know you're feeling the same thing I'm feeling right now. And it's like, it's really this moment of unity, and like everyone is literally on the same frequency most of the time, or most of the people anyway are on the same level, are vibing to the same frequency, the same energy. It does unite us, and I don't know why we're not able to, that same stranger you could have an altercation in the street the next day with because, I don't know, they pissed you off and you're just like, wow. But at a gig, they're your best friend. Like, something's wrong. Like, something's a bit off. Yeah, I don't get why we can't always just be nice. I digress. But anyway, I did enjoy the live version a lot better, I think. Just for the emotion of it, like, the lyrics are great, and we've all been there. She is right. We've all been there at some point. People are like, oh, but you're not alone. But on your end, you're like, yeah, but you don't understand. I'm special. It's hard. Stuff you don't understand what I mean. Anywho, great song. Great song. Still maybe not my favorite, but not. It's still a great song. It's still a great song at the end of the day. So thank you so much for your suggestion. I'm excited to get into more in the future because they'll keep coming. I know the warnings army is not gonna let me be. And it's fine. Don't. It's great, actually. That's not. I don't want you to let me be. I want to keep going down the rabbit hole. Sure. With that said, you can be the decisive force of what song I'll be reacting to next. You have that power. And you can do that by either writing it down in the comments, which I do read them all, and I'll eventually get to it. But if it's a bit more like pressing matters because you just absolutely can't wait, and I get it, I'm not patient sometimes, you can check out my Ko-fi page, just like Andreas did, and it's in the description below, and you can click it, and then you can leave me a suggestion, and I'll react to it whenever I get to it. So there's that. Or I also have a Patreon page where there's more, where you get early access to those videos, access to the blocked videos as well. There's been quite a few so far. You know, so you can watch it while they're being dealt with on YouTube until they are available. Then you get access to exclusive content as well. I just did a reaction only for Patreon, so it's never going to be on YouTube. If you want to have access to more reactions, then it's all on Patreon, babes. In the meantime, you can subscribe to this channel, obviously, if you want to follow the journey. And if you would like just more content in general, I also have another channel where I talk about witchcraft and ghosts, because why not? Clearly, where is he? There you go. I was like, the screen is like flipped, so it was, anyway, it was confusing. Ghosts, babies, have not shown you in quite some time. He's happy tonight. I also have a podcast where I talk about conspiracies, fairies, and all that sort of stuff. So that's all going to be linked down in the description below, obviously with the links to the original songs as well. But I think if you're here, you know where to find them. But yeah, on that note, have a great evening or day or weekend or week, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you soon. Bye!